It was late on a Tuesday evening when my phone rang, an unknown number flashing across the screen. I almost didn't pick up, but something told me I should. "Mr. Harris?" a woman's voice asked. "This is County General Hospital. We have your wife here. She's stable now, but we need you to come in." My heart dropped. My wife, Emily, had told me she was working late. Another project, another deadline. She worked in marketing, so it wasn't unusual. But why would she be in the hospital? I raced there, dread sitting heavy in my chest. When I arrived, a nurse led me to a quiet room where Emily lay, pale, and sore in her arm. She looked shocked to see me, almost as if she hadn't expected me to come. "What happened?" I asked, my voice tight with fear. The doctor stepped in before she could answer. "Your wife was brought in from a motel room on the edge of town. She collapsed due to severe dehydration and stress. She's lucky someone called 911. A motel room? My stomach twisted. Emily lived with me. She worked downtown. What was she doing in a motel room far from either? I tried to push the thought away, telling myself maybe she had stopped there for work, maybe she had gotten sick. But the word motel echoed in my head like a curse. When I pressed the doctor, he hesitated, then said, "There were others present in the room when the ambulance arrived. The paramedics noted alcohol, scattered clothing, and," he stopped, clearly uncomfortable. My head spun. "Others?" I whispered. Emily turned her face away, tears slipping down her cheeks. That was all the confirmation I needed. I didn't explode. I didn't scream. I just stood there, numb, while the puzzle pieces fit together. All those late nights. All those girls' trips. The sudden secretive behavior. And now, a motel room. The nurse placed Emily's belongings on the table beside her bed. Her purse. Her phone. And a cheap motel keycard. I picked it up, my hand trembling, and looked at her. "Why, Emily?" I asked softly. "Why here? Why like this?" She broke then, sobbing into her hands. "I never meant for you to find out. I never thought. You never thought you'd get caught." I cut her off, my voice cold. The silence in that hospital room was louder than any fight we could have had. For years I had trusted her, loved her, built my life around her. And she had been sneaking off to seedy motels with someone else. The worst part wasn't just the betrayal. It was the call. The fact that the hospital had to tell me what she couldn't. That strangers had seen the truth of my marriage before I did. I left her there that night. Not out of cruelty, but because I couldn't breathe in the same room as her lies. At home, I sat in the dark, staring at the empty couch where we'd once watched movies. The table where we'd once eaten dinner together. By morning, I had made my choice. When I returned to the hospital, Emily looked at me with desperate eyes. "Please, David. I'll explain. It didn't mean anything. It was just." I held up my hand. "No. I don't need explanations. I know enough. You weren't where you said you'd be. And now I know who you really are." Her tears didn't move me. Not this time. The doctor handed me discharge papers, and I placed them gently on her lap. "Get better, Emily," I said. "But don't come home. I'll send your things." She tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. The hospital call had shaken me to my core, but in a way, it had also freed me. I no longer lived in ignorance. I no longer shared my bed with betrayal. What they found in that motel room hadn't just stunned me. It had opened my eyes. And once you see the truth, there's no going back.